Alright, back again. Got all my tires set up with the J-Concept tire gluing rubber bands, which I love for getting that perfect tire bond so that the tire's not shaking around. So got my tip put on, my glue. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these things down. I'm going to start with the face. So what I do is make sure the tire is securely around the rim. This one's pushing out, that's why I'm moving the rubber band up. I'm going to hit it with an activator just so it doesn't start spreading. I'll let that sit and cure up, and then I'm going to move on to the next one. And that's how I glue my tires. So I'll do all the faces, I'll flip them all over, move the rubber bands to the other side of the tire, and then glue the back sides. Sometimes you have to do this, sometimes they sit perfect and you won't have to move the rubber band out of the center. But sometimes you'll have to move the rubber band to the edge. It all depends. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next little clip. All right, back again, out here with Team Associated DR10. Got the tires glued down. We're going to gonna give it a little rip today. This car never goes straight. Got the tires glued down. I can hear the tires hitting the body already. Tires need to be broke in. They still have all the release agent on it. Looks like there's a bunch of cars at my drag strip. Hear a car behind me. Still pulling right a little bit. A lot of it. Which is kind of unique considering it was pulling left prior. But I did change all the suspension stuff, so to be expected, everything's going to be different. So let me see about breaking in these tires. Straight as an arrow. No shims in anything. Just an alignment. I'm going to set up the other tripod. Of course, cars are everywhere now that I walked outside. Make sure it's recording. These GoPros have a mind of their own. I got my shadow out here today. Now this is a really tiny motor in here. It's a 4700. Wait for this kid to move out of the way. I don't want to run into her by accident. I'm gonna try this dry now. The purple compound really does work better. You can see the smoke that comes off when I do a burnout. I could smell the glue. So it looks like it going straight is all fixed. It was 100% in the alignment in the rear, because I literally have no shims in the back at all, and the front has stock shims. Try another dry hit. There we go. That's the way the car's supposed to handle. Now this is a very small motor. I do plan on changing it out. It's a smaller can than was in it, but I went from the 3300 that was in it to a 4700 to give it more RPM, to take that punch out of the hit. And then the 120 amp ESC, I have it set to punch level 5, so I'm giving it everything off the line that it has. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. I almost hit that reflector. There's one blue reflector I have to avoid. I do have to steer it a little bit when I don't do a burnout. But if I do a burnout, I actually don't have to steer it at all. It goes dead straight. So figured I'd do this little test hit. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on my next video. Alright guys, a little recap. So, see, dead as an arrow, no shims in it. Everything out of the box was probably that rear camber adjustment, because that's the only thing I changed since the last time I ran it, other than running purple compound tires. So, but right out of the gate, it was kicking right. It was just kicking right harder. So, here's what we got. As you see, no shims right, no shims left. Springs are a little loose in there because it's dropped down, it's lowered. Same thing with the rear. As you see, the springs have already collapsed. I have not adjusted ride height in the rear, only in the front. I have fuel tubing in the front and I've lowered it down. I have moved the rear from the center to the outer edge is the only change I made. Other than adding a metal wheelie bar in the back to add some weight, I put the Castle 4700 kV motor. It's a really tiny motor. And then long cables, I did solder these on, and I'm running it to 120 amp BLX ESC capable of 4S. Now, I am running it on 3S. I will not be running this motor on 4S because this motor can only handle, I believe it's 2S. This was in the Sidewinder 2 kit, is where this motor came from. This is an original Sidewinder 2 that came with a combination ESC. So Tires are glued down. They are painted. It sounded like I had rubbing. Yeah, see, I had a little rubbing on this side. I had no rubbing on this side, but the rubbing went away as soon as I pulled out the shims. So, and yes, the whole bottom of the body is taped. Front, back, I have the aluminum pieces to protect the body. Bumper is all taped as well. So, and that's it. Let's take a look at these tires. They are a soft compound tire. As you see, really good traction. This side's getting eaten up a little bit from the burnout or from stopping. There's a section right here. So it's a really soft compound. You have to be careful with that, or you'll eat through the center of the tires. I noticed during the burnout, a lot of smoke on this one, but for the most part, my chassis is perfectly level, as you guys see. Front and back. I'm not up on the wheelie bar. I've got plenty of weight up front. I have added the foam to support the bumper, and that's it. Basically, the chassis is all stock. Shocks are stock, everything's stock. I've added a wheelie bar. I did put a ball diff in it. I am not running the lockdown transmission yet. I'm still running stock gearing. And put 120 amp ESC, which is, you know, double of what the 60 amp was. So the hit off the line is much better. Car goes straight as an arrow after I did my cell phone alignment. I do have gears and a spur gear that I've ordered up for this. So I will be changing out this motor. I want to put a bigger motor back here so that I can run this gearing. I'm not going to push this motor just because I know it's not capable of what I want it to do. It is quick, it is fast, it's set up perfect at this point. But I'm going for 70 miles an hour in the 132 foot. This motor will not get me there. I don't even know if this ESC will get me there. But I am going to change it out. This is a good little setup, a good little takeoff. Jenny's RC, you could pick this up. You can pick up a Sidewinder 4700 kV motor. I like the 5700s, but I only had a 4700 as a spare. So I want to thank you guys for watching and following me on this build. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching.